starring Lee Marvin.
That air conditioning doesn't seem to help today.
Stay right there. You touch the alarm button, I'll splatter you all over the room. Get the stuff. Buzz them in. All right, everybody up. Over there in the corner. Over there. I'm going to wait outside for 2 minutes. If I hear an alarm, I'm coming back in here and start blasting.
I'm glad you brought the apples. I was just running out.
Industrial diamonds are harder to trace than the sparkling kind. And $100,000 worth had been stolen from a Chicago wholesale house. 2 men took them at gunpoint just 15 minutes before they were to be picked up by an armored car. Robbery Division asked us for assistance. My name is Frank Ballinger, Detective Lieutenant, M Squad, a special detail of the Chicago Police.
I don't know. I was weighing out the shipment. The door crashed open, and there they were.
I walked in just like that. Was the door unlocked?
We never leave it unlocked. I check it every time anyone goes in or out.
It's working all right now. It doesn't seem to have been tampered with. Do you always have $100,000 worth of merchandise on hand?
No, only about once a week when the shipments come in. Then it's only here long enough to be weighed and distributed.
But they knew it was here today.
Well, it's the same old confusion, Frank. All I knew was there was 2 guys. They both wore skin divers masks.
Don't know if it's worth anything, but, well, 2 of the girls were at the water cooler right near the door just before it happened.
Which 2?
Joan Woods and Patty Conway.
Did you talk to them?
Well, I talked to Miss Woods. The other girl's pretty badly shook up. She's the one that got hit.
Yeah, he pushed her.
What did Miss Woods say?
Well, the same as the rest, only she didn't say anything about the water cooler.
Maybe we better talk to them again.
Les, will you take these people down to headquarters, all except Miss Woods and Miss Conway, is it? Miss Woods, would you step over here, please? I'd just like to ask you a few more questions.
Gee, I told you all I could remember.
Well, try to remember this. At any time during the morning, were you over by the water cooler?
No. Yes, I think I went twice for a drink. It's been pretty stuffy.
You didn't mention this before when I talked to you.
I didn't think it was important.
The water cooler's by the door, and you were there just before they broke in.
Are you saying I unlocked the door?
Did you unlock it?
Of course not.
Did Miss Conway?
No. I would have seen her. I was right there with her.
All right, Miss Woods, would you just sit here and we'll take it down to headquarters later?
I think that's terrible. Accusing me just because I went to get a drink of water.
Conway, are you feeling all right now?
I bruised my hip when he pushed me up against the desk. A terrible headache.
Well, this won't take long. We just want to see if you can add anything to what the others had to say.
I'll try.
Did you get a good look at them?
With the masks they had on?
What kind of masks?
Skin diving masks.
Miss Conway, just before they came in, were you anywhere near that water cooler?
Well, yes, I was. I was getting a drink of water. Joan was with me.
Oh, Joan Woods? Do you think Miss Woods could have unlocked the door while you were both at the cooler?
I don't think so. Either one of us could have done it, but I'm sure we didn't.
What makes you so sure? Were you watching her?
Well, no, I wasn't watching her, but I just don't think she did.
But it is possible she could have done it.
I suppose so. It's possible.
Miss Conway, do you feel well enough to go down to headquarters with us and look at some pictures? Miss Wood, please.
None of the employees could pick out the mugshot that reminded them of the two burglars. Because someone had to open the door, and because they had to know that the diamonds would be there at the right time, we pursued the inside angle. The next day, every employee of the Europa Corporation was tailed from the time they left work until midnight. At 5 p.m., Patty Conway was home in her apartment. At 5:30, she was in a neighborhood bar, deep in a hushed conversation with a known hoodlum. A young man with a long record. His name was Sam Francis.
I'm frightened. Really frightened.
What's to be frightened? The cop asked you some questions, so what?
I'm not a good liar. I felt like he knew. Lieutenant, the way he has of looking right through a person, he knows what you're thinking.
You don't know nothing. You just got the shakes, that's all.
I suppose so.
Now, I got a remedy for that. Hey, Swifty, get the kid one of these.
No, I don't want any.
Now, go on.
No, I said.
Okay. Cancel it. Now, look, Patty. You're involved in this as much as anybody. You understand that?
No, I know. That's the trouble.
So remember it. If anything happens and the cops come after us, we'll have a pretty good idea where it came from.
Oh, I wouldn't.
You bet your sweet life you wouldn't. Because if you did, you know what? One nice day you'd wake up, have breakfast, kiss your mom goodbye, and that's it. Somewhere between your house and Europa Diamond Company, something happens. An accident. Accidents can't happen, you know.
Our man on stakeout made certain Patty Conway had returned home for the night. Then we ordered him to bring Sam Francis in for questioning. We wanted to know what the connection was between Sam and Patty.
So, what's your problem?
How well do you know Pat Conway? And don't tell me that you don't know her. You were with her an hour ago.
What gave you the idea I'd say I don't know her? She's a very good friend.
How good?
A very good friend. I see her often.
Did you see her yesterday?
Yesterday. What was yesterday?
Yesterday.
You know where she works?
Yeah, some diamond place. Some kind of different kind of diamond.
That's all you know about her?
Why?
It was knocked off yesterday for everything it was worth.
Somebody really made it, huh?
Yeah, two guys walked in wearing skin divers masks. We figured somebody on the inside opened the door for them.
Hey, that'd make it easy. You know, some guys have luck.
Patty Conway works there.
So?
So Patty Conway's a very good friend of yours.
No, look, just because a guy happens to know a girl and just because she happens to work someplace that gets heisted, that don't mean nothing. What am I getting worked up about? It's you guys' job, I know.
Where were you at 5 minutes of 11 yesterday morning?
5 minutes of 11.
Yeah.
Man, that's cutting it pretty close, ain't it? I ain't got that kind of memory.
5 minutes of 11.
Let me see.
Well, what's so funny?
I just remembered. I can't tell you where I was at 5 minutes of 11, but at 1 minute of 11, I was at the corner of Cypress and Allegheny getting bawled out by a cop while they wrote this up. Yeah, I ran a red light and got a ticket.
Officer Joe Conway, number 2135.
Yeah, that's the guy.
You don't mind if I check this out?
Oh, not in the least.
Oh, traffic. Ballinger M squad. I'd like to get a rundown on moving violation. Yes, citation number 116420B. The arresting officer is Joe Conley, badge number 2135. 11 a.m. yesterday. Oh? Well, can you give me his beat number? Yeah, okay, I'll wait. Okay, Sam, you can take off, but don't try to leave town.
Glad to be of service. Glad to help anytime.
checked with Officer Conley. He verified what Sam Francis had already told us. He had ticketed Sam for running a red light at the corner of Cypress and Allegheny, and the time was 10:59. I then drove over the route that Sam would have to take to get from the scene of the robbery to the spot where Conley stopped them. Even allowing for lighter traffic conditions at that time of day, it would have been a pretty tight squeeze for Sam to have made it. Well, the corner where Conley gave him the ticket is exactly 3 minutes by car from the Europa Diamond Company. And he even searched the car in his person.
What for?
Well, he recognized him as a neighborhood punk who'd done time, and he went through the light pretty fast, so he figured he ought to search the car.
Didn't find anything, huh?
Not a thing. You know, Sam was part of that job. He had to get rid of the diamonds, the mask, and the guns in the 3 minutes from the time of the robbery to where he got the ticket. That's moving.
Well, that's pretty unlikely, Frank. Look, why don't you take another crack at that Conway girl?
All right.
Patty, will you see who's at the door? I'm busy in the kitchen.
All right, Mom.
Miss Conway, may I come in, please?
Oh, of course. But I've told you everything I know.
Well, there's just a couple of things I'd like to clear up.
Who is it, Patricia?
It's Lieutenant Ballinger, Mother. Won't you sit down?
Well, thank you, no.
Oh, good evening, Lieutenant. Patty told me about the terrible robbery at the office. Are you any closer to finding the burglars who pulled it?
Oh, Lieutenant, this is my mother.
How do you know?
Sit down, Lieutenant. Do you think my Patty will help you find them?
She may be able to. I see you're about to have dinner, so I'll make this as quick as I can.
Oh, that's all right.
You happen to know a man by the name of Sam Francis?
Well, yes, I do.
How well do you know him?
Go on, tell him, dear. She's a little bit shy, Lieutenant, but he's the only young man she's been seeing lately.
Please, Mom.
Well, there's nothing to be ashamed of, dear. There's nothing we want to hide, Lieutenant. Of course, we know Sam's had his share of trouble, but he's reformed. He's trying very hard. He's got himself a good job at Mulgrave's department store. See, there's nothing to hold back, dear. Oh, Danny, this is Lieutenant Ballinger.
Hi, how do you know?
Danny's my only son. I'm so proud of him. He has his own vegetable business.
To hear her tell it, sounds like a supermarket. It's just a stall over on Maxwell. Supper ready yet?
It sure is. Will you sit down with us, Lieutenant?
Oh, thank you. No, I have a few things to check on.
Well, I hope you find those men that robbed the Diamond Company. They nearly killed this little girl of mine.
Well, good night.
He's a nice man.
Next day, I checked Mulgrave's department store where Sam Francis was supposed to be working. He had been working there in the sporting goods department.
But they were fired 2 weeks ago. Francis and this buddy of his, Larry Walters. They both came to work here about the same time.
Larry Walters?
Yeah, they worked here a couple of months. Then we began missing things after we took one of our usual inventories.
Well,
and
what type of stuff was missing?
Oh, the usual odds and ends of sporting goods, golf balls, golf clubs, that sort of thing.
Skin diving masks?
Yes, they took a couple of those. How did you know?
Oh, just a guess. All right, thank you very much. We sent out to the last known addresses of Sam Francis and Larry Walters, but they had moved, leaving no forwarding address. We put out an APB for them. There was no trace of the industrial diamonds that had been stolen. But with the probability we now had, we figured another session with Patty Conway might break her down.
Yes, I've been going around with him. I told you that.
What didn't you tell us?
Nothing.
Did you know that Sam Francis was fired from his job for stealing?
No. I thought he was still working there.
You didn't recognize him as one of the men who pulled that diamond robbery?
I don't think he was.
No, this guy's got a record as long as your arm. Everything from juvenile delinquency right up to attempted murder. Is this the kind of a guy you're going around with? Is this the kind of a man you're trying to protect?
He never hurt me.
What about this Larry Walters?
You never heard of him? You don't know who he is?
No.
Sam Francis has got a buddy by the name of Larry Walters, his pal. They work together. You don't even know him?
No.
Miss Conway, we think you opened that door so those hoods could get in.
I told you I didn't.
Patty, you're hooked. You're part of this crime. Somebody had to open that door. Now, we tied Francis in with the face place and with Walters. Now, sooner or later, we're going to find them. And when we do, we're going to crack them wide open. Now, you want to stand trial with them?
No.
Now, I said talk.
I I opened the door. I opened the door.
Why?
I had to.
You had to?
I did it for Danny.
Danny?
Your brother?
They were gonna kill him. They were gonna kill Danny.
Let me get this straight. Sam Francis and Larry Walters were going to kill your brother?
How did you know that?
One night last week, on his way home from the vegetable stall, they beat him up. Sam said they'd finish the job unless...
Unless you helped them with the diamond robbery.
I couldn't let anything happen to my brother. You don't know how good he's been to us. How he's worked day and night at the vegetable stand so that I could go to school. I couldn't let anything happen to him, could I? Could I? They were going to kill him. They asked me to do seem so easy.
Why didn't you come to the police? We would have protected your brother.
I know that now. What can I do?
Help us.
I will. Any way I can.
We could have put Patty Conway in jail then, but she'd be more help to us moving about as usual. We warned her not to say anything to anyone about what she told us, not even her family. Then we staked out her house. We thought that Sam Francis might try to contact her there. I went over to Maxwell Street. I thought Danny Conway might be able to give us some further information about Sam Francis.
Hello, Lieutenant.
Danny?
How's it going?
Fine. I'd like to talk to you about Sam Francis.
Yeah?
Would you like the idea of your sister going around with him?
No, I don't. Patty's a good kid, and for my money, he's a no-good bum.
Then why does she keep seeing him?
I don't know. He's a good-looking guy, I guess. I can't tell her what to do.
Have you ever had any trouble with him?
Trouble with me?
Oh, then you don't know him personally.
Only from meeting him with Patty, that's all.
Okay, thanks.
Lieutenant, can I ask you something?
Well, sure, go ahead.
Patty, she's not in any real trouble, is she?
No, I don't think so.
Good, because she's a real good kid.
Yeah. Danny's failure to mention that Francis and Walters had attacked him and threatened him was puzzling. On the other hand, it could mean that Patty was lying about her motive in working with the hoodlums. We still hadn't found any trace of the industrial diamonds, but we were convinced that Francis had dropped Walters, the weapons, and the diamonds off someplace between the scene of the crime and the spot where Francis went through the red light. We started at the door of the Europa Company and made a thorough search of every alley, storm drain, and hallway within a fixed radius. Nothing was found. As a matter of routine, we put a 16-hour stakeout on 3 places: Patty Conway's apartment, Sam Francis's flat, and Danny Conway's vegetable stall.
Just where do you think you're going?
It's after 9.
You worried about Danny again, are you?
He should have been home an hour and a half ago. He always closes at 7:30.
He must have gone with his friend to have a beer.
Well, maybe so. But I'd feel a lot better if I went down and took a look. I'll be right back.
Not as bad as it looks, sis. I was just letting them use my places at drop so they could get rid of the stuff quick. I wasn't even in the robbery.
You and Sam Francis. Why, Danny? Why?
For you, Patty. For you and Mom. Don't you see?
No!
I had to get my hands on some cash, some real cash. I'm sick and tired of coming down here and working like a jerk for a lousy 15, 18 bucks every day.
Didn't have to steal. You could have gotten another job.
Patty, this is the only chance I've ever had to get my hands on a big piece of money all at once. Don't you see, maybe we could move away from here. Maybe we could start a decent business. Then I could give you and Mom the things you ought to have.
Things? Who needs things, Danny? We need you. We need each other. You wanted me to believe that Sam was going to kill you, didn't you? You wanted me to believe that so I'd open the door for him, didn't you?
If I didn't tell you that, you wouldn't have done it, would you?
No, of course not.
I'm sorry I had to find out, but it ain't so bad.
It ain't so bad. You'll go to prison.
No, I won't. Unless you tell him. You won't do that. Let's go.
Danny, go to the police. Tell them the whole story. They'll go easy on you.
Go on, Patty.
Hold it right there, Dan. Come on up with your wall.
Ballinger! Ballinger! I got my gun on the back of her head. Now drop your gun right now or I'll let her have it.
No, Sam, no!
I'm not kidding. Drop the gun, Ballinger. All right, Danny, get it. Pick it up. Over here. Give me the bag.
Come on, let's get out of here, Sam!
Hey, but first I gotta take care of the cop.
Down, Daddy! Down, Daddy!
No, Danny, no!
A Chicago jury found Sam Francis and his partner Larry Walters guilty of grand theft. Both were sentenced to long terms in Stateville. Because of her help to the police, Patty Conway was given probation, but her brother Danny wasn't as fortunate. He will pay with 5 years of his life for learning that easy money isn't always so easy.
M Squad. Starring Lee Marvin.
Hi, folks. I'm Frank Ballinger, Detective Frank Ballinger from the M Squad. You know, the most popular show on television. I'm here to give you kiddos a little advice. What you need to do is to like and subscribe, and take the big jump and hit that notification bell so you'll get notified when new content is released. Don't be a spaz. Like and subscribe. Captain Gray will be awfully happy if you do, if you know what I mean.